Just have a quick opening and then I'll look forward to your questions. We are up against a really serious problem in this country when it comes to housing and homelessness. We were just in Edmonton for our strategic session. The city of Edmonton declared a housing and homelessness crisis. The city of Toronto has done so. We've seen in Toronto refugees on the streets. We've seen homeless encampments in cities across the country. This is very serious. And what makes matters worse is the Liberals have been in power for 9 years and really have not prioritized this. In fact, the Prime Minister himself admitted, I quote, that he could have and should have done more to build affordable homes, and he should have, and he could have. Absolutely, he had the power to do so. So we're in this crisis, and we're calling for an emergency debate so we can force the government to take this seriously, to see some real action, to tackle what is one of the biggest crises that we're up against of our time right now. And so that's why we're calling for this emergency debate, and that's why we're pushing for real action to tackle this problem. Donc, c'est clair qu'on est dans une crise du logement. On a été à Edmonton et c'est clair qu'il y a des grands problèmes par rapport au manque du logement. Et l'itinérance, c'est un grand problème. C'est un problème à Toronto aussi. Et c'est clair qu'après 9 ans du Premier ministre et les libéraux, ils n'ont pas agi pour régler ce problème. Donc ça, c'est pourquoi on demande d'avoir un débat d'urgence aujourd'hui pour mettre plus de pression sur le gouvernement d'agir davantage pour régler ce problème. With that, I'm ready for any questions you might have.
Oui, qu'est-ce que vous pensez de la décision du gouvernement canadien de suspendre les fonds à UNRWA?
Je pense, premièrement, que les allégations sont tellement sérieuses. Les allégations doivent être enquêtées. Il faut enquêter les allégations. Mais en même temps, on ne doit pas punir une population désespérée, une population qui a besoin de nourriture, des médicaments. Et UNRWA, c'est effectivement le seul organisme qui fournit ces ressources importantes. Donc, je pense que ça, c'est une mauvaise décision de suspendre les financements. Dans mon avis, on doit continuer l'aide aux gens, aux enfants, aux familles dans une situation désespérée et aussi enquêter ces allégations sérieuses.
On the government's agenda, can you clarify on affordability if you are asking the government for more under your deal with them to deliver on affordable housing, or is it just about the debate in the House?
We are asking for more always, and particularly for affordability, we're focused on housing and groceries, and we're focused on forcing this government to do more. On housing, we've said that we need to build more homes that people can actually afford. Our big critique of the Liberal government is they're not focusing on affordability. One example in particular, they're using federal land to build homes. We agree with that, but those homes are not actually required to be affordable. Many of those homes will not be affordable, will be luxury condos or luxury homes. That's a big problem. We want to see affordability focus. We also want to see efforts to keep what we have affordable, meaning we need to keep those buildings that are affordable in either the public hand or either in a not-for-profit's hand. Those are things that are really important.
Those are general concepts. You're not specifying a direct, specific ask to the government as part of your continued support for their minority government. Can you just clarify if there is a specific policy ask on housing?
Well, the last piece that I was just mentioning is a specific policy, and it is an ask that we put forward a number of times in the past. This is the acquisition fund. It's something that the BC NDP government has done, and this is to keep affordable homes affordable. So it's a fund to ensure that whether it's an apartment building that's at risk for rent eviction, or whether there's tenants that want to turn their building into a cooperative, like we visited a location in Hamilton, we need to provide supports to keep homes that are affordable. That's one of our asks, in addition to a number of asks around building more affordable homes.
Parce que M. Hussein vient de nous dire on va envoyer l'argent, mais à travers d'autres organismes. Est-ce que pour vous, c'est satisfaisant comme approche?
Notre inquiétude avec cette approche, c'est le fait que, effectivement, sur le terrain, il y a un organisme qui fournit la grande quantité, la grande majorité d'aide aux gens. Ça, c'est UNRWA à ce moment. Donc, l'approche du gouvernement, dans mon avis, c'est la mauvaise approche. Oui, on doit enquêter les allégations sérieuses, mais on ne doit pas punir les innocents, les enfants, les familles qui dépendent sur les ressources fournies par UNRWA.
Et quand M. Poilievre dit c'est une organisation terroriste, vous répondez quoi?
C'est un autre exemple du fait que Pierre Poilievre dit des commentaires extrémistes lui-même. C'est irresponsable de dire ça. C'est un organisme des Nations Unies et c'est une approche irresponsable. d'une personne qui dit souvent les paroles extrémistes lui-même. C'est clair que c'est des allégations tellement sérieuses, on doit les enquêter. Mais l'utilisation des mots comme ça par Pierre Poilievre, c'est un exemple d'un bilan des propos extrêmes de M. Poilievre.
Pricing goal for farmers. What is your party going to do about that?
So we supported the motion in the beginning because we believe that the farmers are faced with some serious challenges and they don't have an alternative to a lot of the practices that they engage in. There is no real alternative for them that is a lower carbon alternative. So we've supported the initial motion. What the Senate has done is amended it to the point that it is no longer really going to provide the support to the farmers as it should. So we're concerned about that, and we're going to look carefully at our options.
Can you elaborate? Because I don't know that I agree with that statement. It kind of made it seem like the purpose goals that you have outlined, the Senate is actually making sure that the bill responds to that, and so that it's revisited, and then they can study whether or not there are fuel alternatives. So why do you say that they've watered down the bill?
Our concern is that they've added in so many restrictions that it will undo the benefit to farmers, and so we're going to pay close attention to that.
That's what I'm unclear about.
The general purpose of the bill was to ensure that farmers are able to engage in what they need to do to grow food for us in a way that is not limited by the fact that they have only a certain number of tools at their disposal and there's not really low carbon alternatives. With the Senate amendments, it seems like they've reduced those options, and we'll pay close attention to those details. Thanks so much. Merci. Thank you. Merci.